I guess one other thing I could talk about is my own life and my own experience. I do chair the Communist Party in Connecticut. From 1974 through 1982, I was a candidate for Congress and for mayor on the Communist Party ticket here in New Haven. And it was a very interesting experience because at that time, even though it was after the 60s, nonetheless, the country was still so infected by the poison of the McCarthy period, the repression, red baiting, and all those divisive things. And so our goal was to help the country get beyond that. And so we put our program forward for peace and for jobs for everybody, to have the right to a job and the basic human right to health care and quality integrated public education. And people were just amazed, and they said, "Oh my gosh, I love your program. Gee, if you were running on the Democratic ticket, you would get elected." And it was a different time then, a different period in history. But I explained, this is the program of the Communist Party. That's why I have this program. And this is who I am, and this is what I represent. So think about it. You know, Ronald Reagan had the evil empire, you know. And when you think about who is it that promotes that kind of what I'll call junk, it's the same ones that are promoting racism. It's the same ones that hate unions. It's the same ones that are coming down on the people and trying to destroy government's ability to provide services that it should be providing. So think about that and say, wait a minute, maybe we do need a change. I think a lot of people are starting to question the capitalist system, because look at what's happening, my goodness. And of course, the Bush policies going all the way back to Reagan, this ultra-right, destroy government and get all the wealth and riches into the hands of the top few. It's coming home to roost now. And people are saying, wow, you know, are we going to survive? What's going to happen here? Well, it wasn't just, it was the ultra-right policies that made it so bad, but it's the system itself. This system is not capable of meeting the needs of the people. And that's what we have to do as a country, meet our needs. Take the fabulous resources we have and the beautiful multicultural, multinational humanity that we have here in the United States, and say, how can we organize ourselves in a way that everybody can reach their fullest potential, and that we don't need to have exploitation. And so that's what the Communist Party is all about. And we're finding that more people are getting interested, and we have wide open doors. And so everybody who sees the need to change this system, and we call it socialism, is very, very welcome. And I find that when you have the longer view and you have a deeper understanding of why things are the way they are, it makes you stronger in being able to win the reforms of today. And every fight for those reforms today is a step further along the way to the bigger changes for the future. Well, this is our Freedom Trail flag. We're on the African American Freedom Trail. That's the symbol of it. Let's see. Okay, here we are on the second floor. And space is the 1199 Training and Upgrading Fund. They don't have classes today, but when they do, people come and they use the classroom, and that other space is the office for the teachers. Here, this is the People's Wrigley World office. And this is Miss Dorothy Johnson having lunch, which is very important. We all have to do that.
Breakfast, really.
Oh, breakfast. She's just coming in from having brought the paper door to door. We do that in certain neighborhoods that, you know, we're trying to build up the movement. And we bring the paper door to door to the same families who want it. every week. Okay, this is a combination meeting room and a permanent gallery. And I'm going to point out a couple of features in the gallery. This is called Depression 1936. And if you look on one side, he's down and out, and you look on the other side, he's determined and fighting back, the way his face is. And sometimes I debate which side is which. It's very fascinating to study that. He was a sculptor, but mostly we have some of his drawings and photos of some of his sculptures. This is the artist, Bob Eakins, and a certificate that he received at the 26th National Convention of the Communist Party. He was one of my mentors, and I miss him deeply. This is an article about Bob, Art and Politics Are One, and this plaque is in my living room, and it's the first young black child going to school in the South, and this is the hate mongers who she had to walk through. Let's see. Okay, and I'll point out, there's a photograph there of a plaque that says Free Angela. And when Angela Davis was in prison, Bob designed that, and he made 2,000 plaques, and they were sold to raise money for her defense. This is a photograph of a bust of Ho Chi Minh, which now resides in the Ho Chi Minh Museum in Hue, Vietnam, which the New Haven, Connecticut, was the first city in the country to have a sister city in Vietnam. Okay, so here we have the pictorial history of American labor by William Kahn. Let's see if there's some things that might not be in another. Well, we have the whole series here on Frederick Douglass, the life and writings of Frederick Douglass. And here's, this is the road to Birmingham. Beauregard James, and this was from 1964. Oh my goodness, and you open it up, it says coming February 1964, a black man in the White House. Isn't that wonderful? And I bet this author thought he was just saying what should be possible and not knowing when that would actually take place. Okay. Here's a volume, an old volume, maybe an original one, of The Souls of Black Folk, which is signed by W.E.B. Du Bois. Wow. I found something special. I was looking for something that would be very special to share.